The last session of the 31st Guam legislature had no agenda. Instead, senators made motions to place a few bills on the agenda, including the override of a couple of bills that were vetoed. Lawmakers attempted but failed to override the veto of Bill 514, which would have used $18 million in Series B bond proceeds to pay out income tax refunds. They approved the appointment of Ed Untalon to the airport board. However, the measure that garnered the most attention and discussion was Bill 543, which was introduced by Senator Roy Respicio to repeal the 10% salary cut to unclassified employees while leaving the salary cuts for elected officials. Respicio introduced the measure after Supreme Court Chief Justice Philip Carbolito urged lawmakers to repeal the cuts instituted by the lapsing of Bill 507. Bill 507 was Governor Calvo's spending cuts bill, which relied heavily upon an early retirement and extended amortization plan that the retirement fund vehemently opposed, saying it would hurt the viability of the retirement fund. Lawmakers took out the retirement fund portion and instead placed in it a portion that would implement a 10% salary cut to all unclassified employees who make more than $50,000 a year. It was Senator Aline Yamashida's provision that was based on a bill she previously introduced.
That measure had a public hearing, and at that public hearing, silence was the reaction. Silence is an answer, so I believed nobody had any problems with that reduction.
Senator Yamashita says that she wrote the bill and introduced the provision because she believed it was a way to help with GovGuam's financial crisis. Now, she's not so sure that a financial crisis really exists.
But now, Madam Speaker, I question, really, what is our fiscal health? As the bill was being transmitted or reviewed, $4.5 million was released for overdue bonus pay. Then $1.2 was released for the judicial court system. What other balances are there? What other monies do we have? And who will get it? How serious is our government's fiscal crisis, and is there one? And I ask these questions, Madam Speaker, with sincerity, because every time I read the newspaper, hear the news about millions being found and given, I thought we didn't have any money.
Right after filing declarations at the court, sworn declarations by the financial management team of this administration, saying that we cannot afford to put money into the income tax refund trust accounts, we pay bonuses. I wonder if there's perjury there on account of these government officials.
We need to know how much cash there is. What is the money situation? Where did $1.2 million come from day before yesterday to the judiciary?
After lawmakers began questioning the actual financial condition of the government of Guam, Senator Frank Blas Jr., who won't be serving in an elected position this year, then motioned to remove the portion of the bill that cuts the salaries of elected officials. Senator Blas says the reduced salaries would have only saved $90,000 to $100,000 a year, and only for this fiscal year.
Like I said, let's not piecemeal this. Let's look at this whole situation in totality. You know, let's look at where we're at. Let's look at what we're paying. Let's look at what we're earning. Let's look at what we're saving. Let's look at what we're losing.